Hey guys, it's Miss Lauren. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a fall makeup look. It is officially fall, so let's get right into this look. So I'm going to start out by priming my face with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Moisturizing Primer. I love this. Right before I do my eyeshadow, I put this on so that it kind of seeps into my skin and it leaves my skin like really feeling really soft and supple and smooth. So then I'm going to take my Baby Skin Pore Eraser. I have the hugest pores on the sides of my nose. So I applied that on the side of my nose to close up my pores, and now I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. You can use any concealer you want or any eyeshadow primer you want. I'm using the LA Girl concealer, and I think that's in the color medium beige. And then I'm going to take my Ben Nye banana powder and set that. So not only setting your eyeshadow with a concealer, but going ahead and setting it with a powder will make sure that your eyeshadow goes on so smoothly. So I'm going into my Self-Made MAC palette, and I'm taking a blending brush and I'm working Red Brick into my, just like on my upper crease. Red Brick is such a smooth color. I like to use it a lot for my transition shade. I just like for it to peek through my eyeshadows so that my eyes look really warm. So you just want to build that color up until you get the desired color payoff that you want. So I decided to bring out my Morphe 35W palette. I have a love-hate relationship with this palette. Sometimes I feel like the payoff isn't all that great, but I'm taking that shade that I just pointed to and I'm just going to go ahead and highlight under my eyebrows. I like a real subtle eyebrow highlight. I don't like looking white under my eyebrows because no one wants that. And I'm just taking one of my Morphe blending brushes and blending that out. And I forgot to set my eyebrows, so I'm taking a clear brow gel, and that one is from MAC, and I'm gonna go ahead and get those brow hairs in place because it's nothing like doing your makeup and your eyebrow hairs are like peeking through. That's so annoying. No one has time for that. So back to my brows, I just took like a e.l.f. Like an eyeshadow brush and sprayed it with some of my Sephora setting spray, and I'm using like a really coppery shade. I was trying to use a lot of like beautiful golden warm shades. So I'm taking this golden shade from the Morphe palette, and I'm so sorry, Morphe, they don't have eyeshadow names. I think they need to go ahead and come out with that, because it's so much simpler to do a tutorial when you know what I'm talking about. But I tried to show you the shades that I'm using. So yeah, I just took that coppery shade and I'm putting that all over my lid. And now I'm trying to figure out what type of brown I'm going to use to deepen up my crease. So I went ahead and used that one that I just showed you. So I'm taking a more concentrated dome brush and I'm putting that in the crease of my eye and then kind of like the outer corner of my eye. It's still daytime, so I don't want my eyeshadows to be too dark, but I do want to give them some definition. So I'm just using that to deepen up my crease, and I'm also blending out that copper color as well. So I'm adding just a little bit more Red Brick because I felt like it was getting a little bit lost with all the other shades that I was using. So don't be afraid to add on extra eyeshadow. As long as you blend it out, everything will be okay. So I'm just going to go back over everything once more with my big Morphe fluffy brush. So I'm spraying my face with my Sephora setting spray just to get it ready for my foundation. I am using the L'Oreal Pro, the Pro Glow? Yeah, that's what I'm using. The L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation, and I'm just putting that all over my face with my hands. As you know, your fingers and your hands are your best tools, and putting your foundation in your hands really just warms up the product and makes it coat a little bit evenly. So I'm taking this foundation brush and kind of buffing it out, and I'm gonna go back in with a second layer. So I'm going in and I'm highlighting under my eyes, my nose, my forehead, all that with my LA Girl concealer. This is my Holy Grail concealer. I don't use any other concealer when I'm doing my face. I haven't found one yet. I use that NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the color Caramel because everyone was like raving about that, and I got it, and it wasn't all that. Like for the amount of reviews that I saw and the amount of like raves people were going off, I just really thought that the makeup would be, well, the concealer would be a little bit better, but it wasn't anything special. So I returned it because I wanted it to basically work like magic for everything that I was saying on YouTube. So yeah, I went ahead and blended out that LA Girl Pro concealer, and I forgot to highlight my Cupid's bow, so I went back in and did that. And now I'm going to take my beauty blender. I'm getting that all wet up so that I can go over my edges of my concealer because you don't want any harsh lines. So I've been doing a new technique lately. Instead of baking, because my skin is just like a little weird right now, like my skin texture. So instead of baking, I'm just using my beauty blender. And mind you, my beauty blender is very wet. I'm using my beauty blender to go ahead and pop that Midnight Banana powder in there. And then I'm dabbing it all over my face until the powder kind of dissolves into my skin. So that way you don't have much to wipe away. It's still a nice highlight and you don't have to do too much. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face with my Black Radiance pressed powder. This is in the color Cafe. This is really, really great for anyone of color. The color payoff and the color selection that they have is just amazing. So I would highly recommend that setting powder. And then I'm gonna go ahead and contour my face with that same setting powder, but just in a different color. This color is Rich Mahogany, and I am again using one of my big Morphe brushes to kind of just place that into all the places that I want to create definition. So just to make your contour sharp enough to cut somebody, you're just going to go ahead and set under your contour and then wipe it away. I'm using my e.l.f. blush palette. Say hi to my sister. She realized her highlight was way too light, if you guys saw that. So I'm using this beautiful like blush brush, and I'm using the lighter blush in the e.l.f. palette and using that to just give some color to my cheeks. And I love it because it's such a slight pink. And I'm gonna spray my face one more time because you can never get enough spray. So I'm using that color in my MAC palette to actually highlight the high points of my face. I've been using that lately. It's so beautiful, and especially with this type of look where I wanted my look to be very, very warm, that gold highlight is so nice. The payoff is ridiculous, and it's not chunky at all. You would think that it would be chunky because it's a eyeshadow, but it's not chunky at all. I love it. And here I am just like feeling myself doing my happy dance because my makeup is working out, honey. So another thing that I've been doing lately, contouring my nose. You see how I'm building up that color in the corners of my nose? It gives you the best contour and the best nose shape of your life. And then I'm just using one of my e.l.f. brushes just to kind of break down that contour, and one more spray, of course. So this is just a drugstore black kohl pencil that I'm dragging under my eye because I still want that smoky effect, but I still want it to be a nice daytime look. So I'm taking that pencil brush that you just saw along with the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, and I'm dragging that brown color that I used to deepen my crease. I'm gonna drag that under first, and then I'm taking my pencil brush and I'm gonna drag Red Brick underneath of it so that it's still warm but just slightly smoky. So I didn't add on any false lashes today, but I did use my MAC False Lash mascara. It's a really great mascara. I ran out of my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I definitely prefer that mascara over anything, but this one works just as great. So I ran to put some Vaseline on my lips because they were a little chapped. But I'm going to go in with my NYX lip pencil. This is in the color Chestnut. I absolutely love this lip pencil on its own as like a matte lipstick. You can totally fill in your full lip with this and wear it just like this. So what I did was fill in my entire lips with this, and then I'm gonna go over it with ColourPop liquid lipstick in the color Love Bite. It's a beautiful orange liquid lipstick. I absolutely love it. So this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this fall makeup tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye!